Good morning, everyone. We are live here from the chateau. It is Sunday morning, and I thought today I'm going to make a Burning Man video for you guys. I tend to do it every year around this time of year because we are ramping up towards that season now. I usually make these videos for our Camp Brûlée just to get people excited about going and kind of clue them in on what's going to be happening and events and stuff like that. But honestly, even if you've never been to Burning Man before and you're kind of wondering what happens and what makes it interesting, then this is the right video for you. And even if you have been to Burning Man before and you just want to get excited about it because you know it's coming up, then this is a great video to watch as well. So today we are going to be discussing what makes Burning Man so fun and why this year is going to be the best Burning Man ever. It is currently 2018 and this year's theme is i.robot. So as you know, some of you will know from our Camp Brûlée, we have a lot of people who are interested in robotics in the camp, but we also do pride ourselves on being a very kind of sexy kind of themed Esplanade camp. So with that in mind, it's this great struggle, and I was thinking about it a great deal. How do we make robots sexy? And I've got Daniel here as well. And the solution that we came up with in the end was to do a Wild West themed brothel. So yes, we are actually going to be doing a brothel at Burning Man. And if you guys have ever seen the show Westworld, which is basically it's themed around a Wild West theme park. They have these things called hosts, but they're actually artificial. They're actually robots. And so just trust me, some of the show is very, very sexy. So we are inspired a lot by Arizona. The Tombstone, Arizona, if you know it, the Birdcage Theater is a beautiful brothel out there, and it's like a time capsule. It's still intact, so you can go and visit it. I am here with Mr. Crowley over there. If you're wondering what that is in the background, he's eating a cookie. He seems very excited about it. So we are going to be doing a sort of roleplay themed fantasy brothel at Burning Man, and we will be having a complete Wild West themed bar. Actually, Vince, if you're watching this, hi, Vince is going to be helping us make the bar. I'm really excited for it this year. I feel like it's going to be a really great project, and we'll have just a beautiful look to it. There's going to be a lot of, in terms of costumes, like the Wild West. I'm going to have like a brothel madame outfit, like the classic. There'll be like little can girls as well. I think will be really cute. Little cowboys with the hats on too. And I think Westworld is actually being re-released quite shortly. So back to Burning Man itself and what makes it so fun is I think, it's a festival out in the desert, for one thing, and it has, up to 70,000 people. It keeps growing every year and it's been growing. I've been going for almost a decade now. And I've watched it kind of become this beautiful thing, and I think what makes it so fun is the creativity of the people involved. It's the concept that you can do anything you want. Like if you want to go and sail on a pirate ship across the desert while drinking champagne, that's absolutely possible at Burning Man, where it wouldn't be possible anywhere else in the world. If you have a passion and you want to create a camp for it, let's say you're mad about yoga, right, and you want to have a yoga camp, I'm sure there are thousands of yoga camps at Burning Man. In fact, I'm certain of that. And they give you a little list of events for what, where, when, book, and who, what, where, when. And it sort of allows you to see what's going on and allows you to visit different themed events. And pretty much anything in your taste will probably be in that book. Like if you just I just need an orgy right now, I really need to get an orgy, you can go down to the orgy dome. There are literally people having orgies all day long, all night long, non-stop, not even joking. So anything you fancy at Burning Man, it really does pretty much exist, which is awesome, because that's what makes it so awesome, is this can't exist anywhere else on the planet. It allows us of the freedom of our creativity to express it in an environment where we otherwise couldn't. And yes, there's definitely a lot of partying, but there's also a lot of art. You'll see a lot of really serious artists out there, and some of the sculptures and the art installations are just, they're mind-blowing. It's absolutely phenomenal. One of my favorite things is the temple. Each year it's just built, the temple team is amazing, and they build such an intricate building. I mean, if you just look up temple Burning Man, you'll see different ones. I think 2011 was probably still my favorite temple to this day. I think it was the best one. It was just this gorgeous structure, and they burn it. It's the impermanence of the whole thing too. Like, you go there, and you know the man obviously burns it. Everything it's leave no trace. So anything you bring out, you have to bring out with you. You have to restore the desert to its kind of natural environment. In fact, at Brûlé, we pride ourselves on that. We were awarded one of the Magnificent 7 for camps, because we do try to take care and pick up after ourselves, and you should too if you go. It's not just about the fun, it's also taking care of yourself. You know, I think self-survival is very important there, making sure you're bringing your own water, your own food, enough to take care of yourself in the desert. So part of that fun is that survival aspect. There's a bit of game there. I'm very fond of the art cars as well, because they're so vast. Like, they call them mutant vehicles. The idea is that you can bring a car as long as it does not look like a car, and you have to register it, and people make them into everything. I'm talking like stupid. I mean, I've seen one that was a pencil one year. They make elephant ones, teacups. I was bartending at the Party Naked Tiki Bar, which is also an Esplanade one year, and these cupcakes came up, and they were like just cupcakes on wheels, and they drove up to the bar. The lid opened up, and there's this little guy's head, and he pops out, puts his hand out with his little drink. So I filled it up, and he put the lid back on the cupcake and drove away, and they just kept coming up. Oh, it was hilarious. And you can't, again, you'll never see that anywhere else in the world. You know, a lot of it is a very harsh environment. There's a lot of, again, about survival. Yes, there are dust storms, and a lot of people are like, oh no, I'm so afraid of that. But I wouldn't let that discourage you from going if you've not been before. You know, as long as you take precautions and you bring goggles and a really decent mask, or at least a bandana. Definitely, I would suggest a mask like an N90 or above is really ideal. It will help you a lot. Finding a good camp is important as well. You know, I think and there are so many options out there. Like, anything you could want is like an Alice in Wonderland themed camp. There's even like a British expat camp. So if I want to go see my British friends at Burning Man, I get homesick, I can just pop over to their camp and do that, which is really nice. And you can look those up online. You know, obviously with our Brûlé camp, we are usually a circus themed camp, so that's why we have the classic red and yellow tent that you'll always see kind of from the Esplanade. It makes us stick out, I think, a little bit more than other camps, which is nice, especially for me, because even though I've been going for nearly a decade, I'm constantly getting lost, and if I don't have a good landmark for where I'm going, you know, then I'm usually quite lost. You know, I would suggest bringing a bicycle. It's the easiest way to get around the city, because it's a huge, this isn't like a little city, this is a big city, so you'll want to bring a bicycle, you know, at least so you can get around, and you can walk, but it's certainly more fun, and you can get further with the bicycle. Anyway, I definitely think this year in particular, I want us all to have fun. Like, I really want for the campus this year that we're going to have a little meet and greet, not only just in advance before the events, so that the campus can actually get to know one another. And I'm not talking about like a camp meeting, which is all the boring logistics, which you do have to go over, and the build meetings, those are important as well. I'm talking about fun stuff where we get together and we're creating stuff, like we're creating costumes for the playa together. You know, we're hanging out and actually having a party and socializing, getting to know one another. And also when we're on the playa, because there are so many people that you will meet there that you don't know that have come in either international or from out of state. I think for Brûlé it's going to be really fun this year that we're going to have some meet and greet stuff on the first couple of days, and have pictures of each camper hang up so you can see who they are and kind of get to know them a little better, which I think will be awesome. We do have Robert coming in with his aeroplane themed art car, and he will actually be driving people in from the airport. So once they fly into Burning Man, because there is actually an airport there and you can fly in, that is a true story, but you will get out of there and you immediately come up on the on his art car aeroplane, and he will drive you in, and they do like a bar crawl where you go down and can hit all the different bars and go drinking, which is super fun. And I'm definitely planning to be involved about this year, so if you want to know where I am, I'll probably be flying on the plane with Captain Wolf and company. Will be really fun this year. So it's just a bunch of stuff that I personally am really looking forward to. I'm planning to do a lot more exploring than I usually do this year. I'm going to go out and see all the things and do all the things, and trust me, there's a lot of things to do and see at Burning Man. I'm really looking forward to having you guys camp with us, those of you that are, and even if you're watching this and you're going to Burning Man, I don't know you, I would love to meet you, so feel free to comment below if you are going to Burning Man. And what you're looking forward to about it. You know, one of the things I really, again, I think is fun and I look forward to is the costumes, like the ability to dress up. As you can see, I dress up anyway most days, but at Burning Man you can really go all out and express yourself on any given day. So I hope this video has helped and that you guys have enjoyed watching it. I'm going to be uploading it shortly to my YouTube channel, but also to my Facebook channel, which I've been growing recently. If you guys have any suggestions for videos or topics that you would be interested in hearing about, feel free to comment below and I will be sure to make it for you. Take care, guys. I hope that you have a wonderful day.